Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in my video was found on a public domain. Lots of love and many blessings your way. We all know that Meghan's a master manipulator, a complete narcissist, but she has this sick, twisted personality disorder. I'm not even kidding you guys. I've read books on this. What she's doing is trying her best to remind Harry every day that he's with her, that she's just like his mother, so he'll stay put. It's a dangerous control tactic, sincerely. Complete mental and emotional abuse. That's what this is. All of this hand-holding, this smirk, these different looks that she carries on her face. She literally studied Diana, the entire royal family, most of her childhood. I've told you guys before in the past, for gifts, she asked for books on the royal family. And then you have to revert back to Harry telling the story. Well, I didn't know what she did, and she didn't know what I did. She wasn't familiar with me. This has all been so intriguing to me from a psychological standpoint. I hate to say this, but I'm just going to be honest. If I was a psychology major, I'm not kidding, she would totally be the subject of my studies. While I was looking at all these pictures, I got to looking at the print on a couple of her dresses. Why is she wearing strands of DNA? That is so strange. So before we go any further, I just want to point out the difference. I want to show you what it looks like to be liked and what it looks like not to be liked. Sofie, the Countess of Wessex, along with Prince Anne's husband, really like Kate. It was told to me that Sofie and Prince Anne's husband were both placed on the balcony to keep an eye on Meghan. Sort of like babysitters. And clearly you can tell they were just not too thrilled with having to stand there with Meghan. I thank you, journalist Jay, very much. According to my journalist friend Jay, he said that they were deliberately keeping Meghan and Kate completely apart. You know, Kate really went out of her way trying to mend the relationship that she has with Meghan, even trying to offer Meghan an apology, and I'm not sure why she feels the need to apologize to Meghan for any reason. I don't see it that way. After all, it was Meghan's PR team who leaked the affair between William and Rose Hanbury. She wouldn't be fit to kiss my shoe, much less get my breath to apologize in her direction. That would never happen. She kept trying to make small talk with Sofie and Prince Anne's husband, and Prince Anne's husband would stonewall her, and Sofie didn't look too nice. I'm thinking they've caught on to her. It's just obvious. And it was shared with me that it was at Kate's request with the Queen that Meghan and Kate keep a distance. The vibe between everybody involved was so negative. Now, when the ceremony was coming to an end, William shot off away from Harry. He didn't even look back, and I don't much blame him. And they're saying that she and Harry both arrived and departed in separate cars. Everybody's talking about how happy Harry looked. He had some event that was centered around HIV and athletes, and they're talking about how absolutely back to his old normal self he was while he was getting his HIV test. What a sad home life Harry must have. For him to perk up even during an HIV test versus hanging out with his wife. And if you haven't heard, Stella McCartney's in a little bit of hot water for trying to merch the coat that Meghan wore to the remembrance ceremony. How can they get mad at her? Meghan does the same thing. It was probably Meghan's idea, just like her visit with the neighbors. All a setup. Remember, they're trying to make up for lost money here. Now, if you haven't heard the latest embarrassment and public humiliation towards the Queen from Meghan, let me tell you about it real fast. Remember when the Queen had asked Harry and Meghan to bring Archie and spend time with them at Balmoral Castle. And what was Meghan's reply? Archie was just too young. He couldn't fly. That's a long way. And instead of the Balmoral Castle, Meghan decided to jet off to New York to watch Serena play in the finals. And it was so strange because Serena, in an interview right after that, was talking about how bad luck Meghan was for her games, according to her coach. And in that interview, you guys, Serena said she came by herself. She left her newborn at home. I don't know if I could have done that. And now, out of the blue, a couple of months later, Serena changes her entire story, willing to put her integrity on the line for who? Meghan? Now she's trying to say that Meghan did secretly bring Archie all the way to New York. Yet her reasoning behind the fact that she could not bring Archie to Balmoral is the distance. Give me a break. And the Queen's extremely humiliated and embarrassed, as she should be, honestly. Yet in the first interview that Serena gave regarding Meghan's presence, seems so super convincing, just proves these people are liars and good ones. I guess you are the company you keep. Speaking of keeping company, Meghan, you have all sorts of medical care and the best, and you can't hide evidence of your past. Girl. Lord, let me get back on track. Okay, you guys, listen to this. So this humiliation and embarrassment that the Queen has, compounded with everything else that they've been through with Meghan and Harry, oh boy. The Queen has demanded a complete break for the holidays from Harry and Meghan. She has asked them not to join the family for Christmas this year. Please stay in California. Spend it with Doria. Poor Harry. He's about to see what a real Christmas is all about. No matter how much money Harry and Meghan may have, he's not going to have a bunch of servants running around, shining his shoes, straightening his tie, getting the toothpaste right on his toothbrush. Well, never mind. Never mind. They don't do dental hygiene. I forgot. My journalist friends said they're over the moon. They're so excited and happy. Everybody has a totally different spirit, knowing that both Meghan and Harry will not be joining them for the holidays this year. And who could blame them? I would be so excited not to have to deal with them, especially throughout Christmas. It's actually going to be a lot longer than just the holiday season. They've been looking at a particular property in Malibu, and the Queen and Prince Charles have respectfully asked them to go ahead and close. Looks like they're going to be there for quite a little bit longer. Reality's about to give Harry a big thump in the back of his head. I'll see you soon, and we'll talk fast. Y'all stay safe and be blessed.